up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition alongside
Cammy Lobliner.
my daughter, Cammy, who, if you guys haven't seen, deadlifts 135 pounds for 30 reps, plays club soccer, plays up a year at the highest level you could play at. So proud of this little girl. Anyway, what position you usually play, Cammy?
Center mid.
And what position you play yesterday?
Goalie and center mid.
She played goalie. Let me explain to you why I want to do a video on this. Okay, my brother and I had this discussion, so I want to give him some credit for this. My brother's kid's a catcher in baseball. Really good. I mean, go to Disney World good, right? Like, really good. Like, he's like your level, except in baseball, not soccer, right? So, I mean, you know, he's a teenager, you know, going through that whole thing. Like, this when recruiters start looking at kids. And my brother's like, look, bro, it's like everyone's a shortstop when they go to college. Think about it. Your most athletic person on your team is usually going to be playing shortstop. Like your most athletic person is going to be probably playing center mid, right?
Yep.
Center mid's going to be your most athletic person. So you got a team, let's say they recruited, and they're like, we're going to get the best athlete, figure out where to put them. So they go, show of hands, everybody who's a shortstop, raise your hand. Everybody raise their hand. Shoot! Notice how I didn't curse? I'm so good. Hey, we need a right fielder. You know who's going to get on that team? The kid who goes, I can play right field. So, Cammy's been going to goalie training pretty much every week. She's had personal goalie training. She has no intention of playing goalie. But in college, if they need you a goalie, or even you've played twice this year, she played up to the 05 team. She's an 06 player. Highest level highest division you could play at, right?
MRL, yeah.
MRL. And the coach was like, Caesar's like, dude, Cam Dog. I like that name. We need a coach from LA to come up with a name. He's from LA, you know that, right? He went to UCLA. And he's like, you want to play, do you play goalie? She's like, yeah, I play goalie. She hadn't played goalie in like 2 years. How many goals did you give up?
0.
None. Exactly. She's been training. So you might have heard that term, jack of all trades, master of none. Here's the deal. That's true in some forms, you know? You'd be really good at a lot of things and really not great at one. You need to focus. But like in business, I'm going to parallel this. You focus on your vertical, right? Your vertical is soccer. So Cammy's goal would be to be good at every position at soccer, so in case she needs to slot in, like just last week, she played forward, defense, center mid, and she played goalie. Every single position on the field, because she plays on 3 teams. She plays on the 05 development team, the 05 really good MRL team.
Yeah.
MRL team, and then the 06 really good team. So it's like they're going to have to put her somewhere, and on the 05 MRL team, you know, they have one goalie. So God forbid that goalie goes down with a knee injury, which when girls are more likely to ACL injuries. That's why we're always doing the side laterals and stuff. You're on the, who's going to get called into the game of goalie?
Me.
You. Exactly. So you guys might be like, well, you know, you're forcing your kids to do this. No. Cammy, how many times have I told you in the past week alone, if you don't want me to, if you don't want this, just let me know. Don't I tell you all the time?
Like 10 times a week.
Because I want to make sure it's fun for her. You got to realize 75% of all girls drop out of soccer at around the age of 13. And the reason being, one reason, well, they get older, they have to choose sports, they may like softball better, or they might, you know, get older and notice boys and stuff, and boys don't exist to you, and or parents. Parents just push them too damn hard, and that just makes them lose their love for the game. So, you know, my whole thing is, in business, let's translate this into business. If, let's say you're in a company where you have a bunch of sales reps and they have an opening for a marketing position, you've never done marketing in your life. Hey, you know, who can do marketing? I got it. You might say, Mark, what are you talking about? You've never done this. Well, I started as a marketing guy in the fitness business. When I got my opportunity at Weider, I moved up and I ended up doing ad sales for the National Enquirer when they got bought by MI. I never sold anything other than personal training in my life. And they're like, hey, who can pitch Nissan on this deal? I got it. Guess what? That turned out to be a multi-million-dollar, multi-magazine deal, Cammy. I've never done that in my life. Why? Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to learn. What do? Well, I call my brother, who's in sales. Aaron, what do I do? He's like, well, first of all, bitch, buy a suit. You know, I dress like this. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. My brother he gave me some, don't be afraid to ask. So the latest one, Cammie, was when I sold Civation, okay? And I had a non-compete, so I couldn't sell B2B. And this business model that I came up with was internet-based, right? It was a house brand. So I called my friend Chad, and that time Tiger Fitness was pretty damn small. I'm like, I have a concept. Within 24 hours, we had a business formed. But I had no idea what Google was. Like, I knew what Google was.
Yeah.
I knew how to look up, like, what happens if my poop turns yellow, which I looked up just this morning. The reason is, I have no idea why your poop would turn yellow. But, the thing is, I had to learn that. So what I do, I would work for 16, 17 hours a day on building the brand of MTS, but then I'd spend 3-4 hours a day learning about the internet, and I'd sit down with Chad and just ask him questions. I'd ask him all kinds of questions. I'd go to Ohio just to ask him questions. So that's the thing. You want to be able to go to certain levels and to do things within your industry and business. Internet's part of business. Another thing, you're going to see some edits in this video. Jason Corey, who does a lot of our he has no education in it, self-taught. So you got to expand beyond that, right?
Yeah.
Just like you going to goalie. You didn't play. Now I got to admit, you made some technical decisions yesterday that were a bit wonky. Like when the ball's on their side of the field and you want the ball so bad, you're asking them to pass it back to you. Not the greatest decision ever, but again, she stepped in, she played very solid. So, you're not going to be the best, but more and more practice as you get into it, you can become an expert at that. So the thing is, if the spot is open, learn it. If you have an opportunity to move up in a business, in an organization, in a sport, take it, learn it, do your best, apply yourself, expand your knowledge. Here's how I'm expanding my knowledge. I don't make any money training people. Honestly, Exos, I got it for one so I could have more knowledge to write articles and to train my kids. But think about it. After, let's say I don't want to be in business anymore, through these years that I've made my money on the business side, I can go over and say, hey, now I want to be a trainer, but I have the certifications that really it takes to be a professional coach. Yeah. Exos is one of the best there is. Hell, I even got my CrossFit certification. I have no intention of doing CrossFit. I have no intention of teaching CrossFit. I don't even really like doing CrossFit. In fact, I don't even like it much. But it's a new methodology, and I did have some good take-homes from that. So, Cammie, put you on the spot here. You're 11 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what message, just any message, would you deliver to people to be adaptable and be able to grow? Like you've gone from 7 years old, beyond mediocre at soccer, to really good. Now, why? What steps have you taken between the young ages of 7 and 11 to be a straight A student and to excel at a sport, to potentially have a career in the future in the sport? What have you done and what can you offer grown-ass men and women?
It's just work hard and to practice everything. And
that's it? She's a very simplist. She put it, work hard and practice everything. So I'm going to add to that just because that's what I do. Be adaptable. Adapt to what you want to do. Adapt to your circumstances. Adapt to what's around you. And from there, learn and expand and grow and be the best you can at everything you do. If you get better, Cammie, like I told you, it's hours practiced.
Yep.
If everybody's practicing 4 hours a day and you practice 6 hours a day, that adds up to 7 days a week. Okay, 4 to 6, okay? So there's 2 extra hours a day.
That's 14.
That's 14 extra hours of practice. And you guys know the rule. What is it? 10,000 repetitions to learn a movement? Think about how much more she'll learn. So they're literally going 4 times 7 is
28.
28.
I'm in accelerated math. I don't know.
28. So she's literally getting 50% more on top of what everybody else is doing, which is why she's where she's at, and she maintains straight A's. So I have nothing but love for what she's doing. Cammie, everybody loves you. Everybody does. You're very inspirational. You have an Instagram following
of 300 followers.
of 300. We need to grow that. Hey guys, If you want to see some of Cammy's epic stuff, it's a private page, but, you know, Katie monitors it.
I post pictures of my dog.
Yeah, pictures of the dog. Real Deal Cammy on Instagram. REAL Deal Cammy. Kami. And appreciate you guys watching on Marc Lobliner along with my lovely daughter.
Cammy Lobliner.
And this is Campton, not Compton. It's funny. I got a funny story I'm going to end this with. You guys know Big Rob did it. You know Big Rob. The one who she gave me a shirt that says, lift that shit. And Big Rob. He's like a 6'3" black dude, weighs like 270 pounds.
I've met him before. I
I think you've met him at a trade show. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Straight out of...
Oh, yeah. Rob lives in Compton. And he's like, man, I thought that said Compton for a second the first time he saw that
Well,
shit.
they actually use Straight Outta Campton.
Yeah, Straight Outta Campton is one of those things. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Marc Lobliner along with Cammy. That's not a game.